Good morning. How are you today? This is your girl Yvonne Michelle. Good morning to Morning Inspiration. For those of you who are on the replay, do remember to put you or your name and all that business into the thread, the comments. The comments are important. We read every comment. Your comments are important. So please do leave us your comments. We love to read them. Also, I want to welcome this morning the Instagram family. How are you doing? Welcome to those who are on Facebook. Welcome to those who are on Love Zone Radio. And also those who are our YouTubers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It has been a journey so far. We're on Wednesday. This is Work It Wednesday. Are we ready, guys? So all week we have been looking at the eagle, and we've been looking at the 7 critical traits of a leader. And we've been using the eagle as the example. The eagle is the king, the queen of the animal world. The eagle is strong. The eagle is poised. The eagle is very calculated. The eagle is strong. And there's many, many things that we can learn from the eagle. And we have been learning. So what have we learned so far? What have we learned so far about the eagle? We are at trait number 5 this morning. We have learned that it takes courage. It takes courage. It takes courage to lead as an eagle would lead. Eagles fly on their own, or they fly with their own. They fly on their own, or they fly with their own. They don't mix with smaller birds. They don't mix with the ravens or the sparrows and things like that. So we know this. We also found out that the eagle has accurate vision. They can see from far. 5 kilometers, I think that's about, is that about 3 miles? They can see. That's how far that they can see in what they're doing. And they are laser focused. So we know that was number 2. Number 3 was, excuse me, eagles don't eat dead things. They are not around anything that's dead. They are only around living things. Their environment is key. So as a leader, you have to check your environment. Okay. And they also recover. I want to say this. They are a resilient bird. They recover quickly. They don't stay in their funk. Yeah. Okay. So number 4, which we looked at yesterday, was the eagles. Eagles have wisdom, and they are able to fly above the storm. They have good judgment. They have knowledge. They use their knowledge and they use their experience. They fly above the cloud. They glide. When they're in the storm itself, they go above it. So we were talking about perspective yesterday. We were talking about environment, who you got around you, and all of that kind of stuff. So today we are on number 5. And I feel like this cannot be rushed. So number 5 is a big one. The eagle is a committed bird. The eagle works through commitment. Okay, so I want you to think about what commitment is. What is commitment to you? What is that thing that you are committed to, that maybe you're not giving full commitment? And I want to go in a different kind of area today. I want to talk about the eagle in a different way, because we talk about things in terms of business, in terms of life. I want to talk about the eagle in terms of relationship this morning, because there are some people who are struggling in their relationships. Let me tell you, this thing that I do is all about life. It's about your life, whether it's your business, whether it's your life, whether it's your relationships. This is what I do. I'm an empowerment coach. All right. So let me just say this. Right. So the female, the number 5 is commitment. This is what we're talking about today. So I want you to understand this. The eagle, the female eagle, This is where we're going this morning. The female eagle. Do you think that any eagle can fly up to another eagle and just take up her time? No. The female eagle is such a graceful animal. She is very much like a queen. And queens that are listening, I want you ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I want you to hear me this morning. I want you to hear me this morning. Because this is in particular to the women and also to the men, because men, you need to learn these principles. Women, you need to adopt these principles and adopt it fast. Okay. So the eagle, the female eagle, is the one that is sought over, is the one who is pursued. Okay, the one who is pursued. She's graceful in her poise, but she is pursued by not just one eagle. There are a few, there are many actually, because they all see her gracefulness. They all see what she has to offer. Now, men, when you see something you like, you have to know how to approach it. You can, or let me not say it. When you see a woman that you like, you have to know how to approach her. Women, you need to know how to be approached, right? And you know what? Today, me nah take back this talk today. You know, me nah take it back. Bearing in mind, I run a relationship show every Tuesday night at 10 a.m. to 12 midnight, and we talk about many subjects. This is one that is going to blow the minds of the men in the group. Anyway, so the female is pursued by many. That means that there may be many opportunities that come your way in business as well, in your life, but she's pursued by many. And she flies. She flies around and they follow her and they all fly. They fly. She flies with them one at a time and she's checking them out. Right? Checking them out. So anyway, if this female now likes this male eagle, she tests him. You don't just get it so. And this works in business. You have to test people. You have to test the people around you, because you have to know whether or not they have the stamina, whether they have the presence to be able to move forward with you. All right. So what she does, she tests him. Why does she test him? She wants to see how committed he is to her, because in the eagle's mind, she's got the mind of foresight. She's thinking about the future. So if you want to come with me and be with me, and I want to see if you can build something, one, right? I want to see how strong you are, two. I want to see if you can look after me and the eaglets that are to come, because mating is mating, right? They're not just mating for the sake of mating, they're mating to produce. Okay. She wants to know what his intention is for the partnership. That's what she wants to know. That's the ultimate question. So my question to you is, what do you want in your partnership? How do you want your partnership to be? Ladies, single ladies this morning, single ladies, I'm saying to you, what kind of man do you want? Because this is all part of manifestation. Because I know that there are many who have been listening to me over the last few weeks who want to manifest a partner. So what type of man? Be specific about what you want, because the eagle is very, very clear about the eagle, male eagle, that she will allow in her life. She's very, 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 very clear about that. So what is it that you want? So the eagle, she flies, and if she flies with you, if she's flying with you, that's one indication. She's giving you a bit of her time. She likes you. So what the eagle then will do is that she will go and fly, and she will find a small stick. Hear me. Hear me. She will take a small stick and she'll fly high, very high, and she will drop the stick and she will see if the male eagle will swoop down and catch the stick. If the eagle misses the stick, there are no second chances. You cannot do the job in hand. And there are some times, and I'm just going to say it, we are giving so many chances in business, so many chances in life, so many chances in relationships, and we already know that that's not the person, because you know in your spirit. Remember last week I was talking about the human spirit that dwells within us. It's all seeing and it's all knowing. It's powerful. We already know, but what we do is we make up excuses around that situation, and then we will then go back into that hole, go back into the nonsense, go back into the funk, and then end up in a problem. Right? Problem. So she drops a small stick. He catches it. She's happy. So what she does again, she flies off and she's soaring high, and she'll go to another high tree and she'll pick another branch, which is slightly heavier. And then she'll drop it and he will swoop down and he will catch it. So it almost becomes like a bit of a game. All right, then I'm going to get a bigger stick now. So she goes to another high tree and she's soaring and she's graceful, and the eagle sees her. He sees her and he's like, this is a powerful eagle. She knows what she wants. She's going to get another one. So she swoops up, she gets the branch and she drops it again, and he comes and he swoops and he gets it. And she's like, this male eagle is going to have some more of my time. You see where we're going here? So she flies up to another high tree and she finds a branch that is the similar size of herself, because she needs to know, if I drop, can you catch me? If I fall, can you catch me? And moreover, if I'm incapable of doing my thing with my eaglets, can you manage and help and secure your own eaglets? These are your children. You're picking them. Yours, your offspring. Can you do that? So she goes up real high, real high. She go up and the eagle will swoop. And he's there swooping around her, and she will drop that stick, and it's heavy and it's got the altitude with it. So you know, if something's been taken high and it's heavy, you know the force of it falling is even harsher. So she really wants to see what this eagle is made of. The male eagle is made of. And he comes with his power in his wings, and he swoops and he grabs that branch. And then he takes it to her nest. And it is only at that point that the eagle will let the male eagle close enough to her to say, let's go and fly. And when they fly together, that's when they mate. When they fly, do you hear what I'm saying? When they fly together, they mate. He don't come to the nest and he's, yeah, I've done it. And they mate. No. They then take flight and they mate in the air. They mate in the air because there's significance. Now, I'm saying this to the women. We have been too fast to get into relationships with men without knowing what they have to offer. I'm just going to keep it real. Women, young women, especially young women, let me hear you. I know that we have this thing as one night stand. Don't do it to yourself and feel like this is going to be the relationship of your lifetime. it is important to know if the person that is liking or moving towards you is committed to you. Those of you who are married, those of you who are in business and things are coming at you, you know, people are offering you things. You have to know, one, is that person that's making that offer committed to what they say they are doing? And two, how committed are you? How focused are you in finding out what that opportunity has to offer? You cannot just jump, sir. We're too quick to just give it out. No. And in terms of what women have to offer, or the eagle has to offer, we've already been through the grace, the poise. The eaglet is a powerful source. The woman is powerful. We are powerful beyond measure. And if men took the time to play the game, they would then see, is this woman is worth their time? It works both ways. What we're doing is we're too quick to get into bed with people. We're too, and I'm using that term loosely. When I say bed, I mean in terms of getting together, not actually the act of sex, but I'm talking about just going into something really without thinking, without looking at all of the possibilities, all of the issues. What we do, we just jump in with our eyes closed. We must have our eyes open. You've heard me speak about the eagle's vision in number 2. So this is where the vision comes in. Do you think that the eagles around her, you think she hasn't clocked all of them to know which one? You know, which one? No. And we've got some comments here on the feed. But I'm saying to you this morning, there is a principle. And why it works for the eagle is they're clear. She's clear, he's clear. He sees her, he goes to her. They fly, they like each other. Then she says, okay, let me see if this is the right person, the right eagle for me. So then she drops these sticks to see if which can he manage what she is bringing. Let me tell you this, females, let me just bring it to human beings. It has been known and it has been said for centuries, the women are the ones who make the home. I am tired of hearing men talk about women and saying they don't know how to keep the home. They don't know how to do this. They can't cook. They can't do. But if you had got to know her first, you would have known that and you wouldn't be trapped in a relationship that you don't want to be in. Do you know how many men I hear, young men, older men, oh, well, you know, it's just that. And so I'm here now, blah. No, we must take responsibility. Commitment comes with responsibility, right? Commitment comes with responsibility. And you have to know when it's your time to fly. You have to know when it's your time. Is this going to be your mate? Because the eagle doesn't mate with everybody. She doesn't mate with all the eagles. She chooses one. She chooses the one who's the most committed. And that is what the trait that a lot of us women need to start adopting. And there's nothing wrong with holding back. There's nothing wrong with looking at what the situation is and addressing it and saying, do you know what? Is this person the right person for me? Give yourself space. Give yourself time to make a decision. It doesn't have to be overnight. And you don't have to drop your drawers quickly. You don't. And he neither. And this, see, the thing is, this goes for both male and female. Because if you remember, the male sees her, he pursues her. And then every time she drops a stick, because of his commitment, because of his responsibility, because he knows how this works, he goes up, swoops, gets the stick. And in the final one, with the heaviest one, he brings it back to the nest. He brings it back to the nest. And then they perch side by side, and then they fly. And as they fly together, when they know that they're one of the same mind, 2, they are going in the same direction, 3, they want the same things, because these are the things that we don't ask when we're catching up with people. We're not asking that question. We're just going and doing it and then want to cry about it after. Then we have so many, I'm just going to say, then we get to the issues of bringing children. Did they want children? No, they didn't want children. They had no conversation, and things happen. I'm just saying to you, we must, leadership, take responsibility too, and we must be committed. And the responsibility, ladies, is with you. A lot of it is with you to choose right. We have the choice. There may not be many, because it's true, there are 7 men to every 1 woman, right? And it's true, right? It's true, but you have the right to choose. Now, bringing it into the business world, bringing it into business, you must be responsible for your business. And if you are going into partnership with someone, you must know who you're going into partnership with. The ritual that the eagle shows us, it shows us that only fools rush in. That's what it shows. The eagle doesn't rush into anything. She takes her time. She takes her time. I can see like emotional intimacy. The reason that she's spent time with the person. She spent time with the eagle. And she's seen. So there's an emotional tie there anyway. Because she hasn't got time for the other eagles that are still flying around. But she wants to see if this one, and let me tell you this, if he drops the stick at any time, she's off. Because why? She knows what she wants. She's focused. Remember, we talked about focus. She's got vision. Remember, we talked about vision. So everything about the eagle, when I'm talking about these, I'm talking about the whole package, the whole trait of what we are supposed to do as human beings. And do you remember this? Remember this, guys. We are the head of in the animal kingdom. We, human beings. So if we cannot learn from the animals that are supposedly lower than us, then we're not learning. We're never going to learn. These mornings of inspiration is about learning. It's about listening and having the understanding that we can move forward. Right? So the eagle is showing you that there is a spiritual connection, because you can't just come to the eagle just like that. You can't. There's a spiritual connection. There is an emotional connection, and there is a physical connection, because she needs to know that he's strong enough to carry. If her eaglets were to drop out of the nest, and last week I told you about what the mother eaglet does to make her eagles fly. If her eagle jumps out the nest and can't fly, she needs to know that he can also catch that eaglet and bring it back to where it is supposed to be. Take your time. The world was not built in a day. In fact, it says in the good book, it took 6 days. And it also says 1 day is as a million to God. Right? So you work that out. It takes time. And sometimes we are rushing ourselves to do things in business. Oh, we've got to get done. We've got to get done. Take your time. Unpick the things that need to be unpicked. Be committed to the thing that you are striving to get. Be committed. Do not give up. Because if we look at how the eagle behaves, she takes him through his courses. And this is the way that they do it. It's neither wrong nor right. This is the way that they do it. Lions do it their way. Eagles do it their way. But these animals are the 2 animals that are spoken about in a spiritual way. These 2 animals are the most spiritual animals there are. And this is why I've chosen to speak about the eagle, because we are spiritual beings and there is enough things for us to learn from the principles that they adopt in how they move forward and how they build. Eagles build. They don't just build with anybody. They have to know that they are equal. The eagle does not mate with a sparrow or a blackbird or a robin. They only mate with the caliber of their own. So I'm talking to somebody this morning, right? I'm talking to somebody this morning that it's time to move in a cohort of people that are equal to you, for you to get to where you need to get to. Sometimes you don't see an eagle flying low. You don't. Only when they're taking off. And even when they take off, they get high very quickly. I don't know if you've ever seen how an eagle flies, but they get high very quickly. They don't flap, they soar. They know. There's a knowing. So we have this belief that belief is everything, and it is. But belief is like the second stage. There is another stage. There's a knowing, and the eagle knows which person is going to take her further to where she wants to go to. So women, men, hear me today, right? Hear me today. That this is the principle, and you know, you can argue with me if you want on this, but you know what? This is biblical. This is the word, and the word will not return back void. Whether you want to believe it or not, the word will not turn back void. So the eagle finds her mate and balances how she maneuvers, or how he, and this is how it works. You know, we're talking about eagles this week. This is how they do it. But she has to know. She has to know what, who, how, when this eagle, male eagle, can be with her, for her, and by her, because she knows she's bringing forth little eaglets. She knows that she's building a nest, she's building something, and she wants somebody to build that with her. So she wants the person or the eagle that is her equal. Cannot be unequally yoked. It doesn't work. And and when I say about that, I'm not even going church wise, I'm just saying generally. And this is why relationships fail. Business relationships fail. Partnerships fail. Because they're not equal. They are not balanced. Because equilibrium is balance. Equilibrium means that the both are at the same point. And this solidifies the point. So today, I'm just saying to you, this is the eagle. They are dedicated, they have devotion, and they have a sense of duty and responsibility. Those are the 4 words that clarify the eagle. Dedication, devotion, duty, and responsibility. This is Work It Wednesday. And this is for you to work it for yourself. Work it out in your own mind where you are. Because I just come to give you the message. How you receive the message is up to you. It's not up to me. And you may not receive this message today, but you may receive it in 5 days' time. That aha moment may come back. Oh yeah, actually, the eagle is a magnificent animal, a magnificent bird for us to learn from. And there's how many? 1, 2. There's 2 more. So tomorrow I'm coming back. We're looking at influence. So every leader, these are the foundational keys to great leadership. Great leadership. A great leader has to be committed, and a great leader has to take responsibility for that thing that they are doing. So this works relationship, this works business, this works life. This is your girl Yvonne Michelle. This is Work It Wednesday, and it's for you to work it. Work the principle in your business. Work the principle in your life. Work the principle in your relationship. I want to thank you guys for listening this morning. And remember, on Friday is interaction day. Friday is the day where you get to ask questions. So if there is something that you've heard over the week, and you've had a lot of content this week, if there is something that you want to ask the question on Friday. Write it down, come on Friday, and let's have a conversation. But for now, those of you on Instagram, thank you for joining. Those of you on Facebook, YouTube, Love Zone Radio, thank you for listening this morning. I will be back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for morning inspiration. Thank you for joining me. Stay blessed, stay well, and stay safe. Ciao for now.